What is up, YouTube? How you guys doing? Happy Sunday. So the news officially broke just a few minutes ago. Actually, it didn't break just a few minutes ago. Most of us knew late last night that Lane Kiffin was not staying at Ole Miss because why would he? If he was staying at Ole Miss, he would have already said he's staying at Ole Miss, but he didn't say he was staying at Ole Miss, so we all knew he wasn't staying at Ole Miss. But anyway, he's going to LSU. Now, again, I don't blame him. The money's right. It's a better job than Ole Miss. All of those things are true. But why do I care? Why does Pigskin Pete care if Lane Kiffin stays at Ole Miss or goes to LSU? Well, the truth of the matter is I don't really care. But I do care in one way. I do care as a Clemson guy. It has been very apparent for some reason over the past couple of years, especially last year, but even leading into this year, that Lane Kiffin had some sort of issue with Clemson. Well, he had an issue with Ole Miss getting left out of the playoffs last year and Clemson getting in. But he didn't just say that. He didn't just say, I think that Ole Miss is better than Clemson or anything like that. He had to take it to a whole nother level. Lane Kiffin, I think he's a great coach. All right. I think Lane Kiffin, a lot of people think they're like, why would anybody go after a guy who's never won anything? Look at his history at Tennessee, Southern Cal. He's never done anything. Why would somebody throw $14, $15 million a year, $100 million contract at a guy who's never won anything? I don't fit in that category. I think Lane Kiffin's one of the best coaches in the country in 2025. I don't care what he did at Tennessee. I don't care what he did at Southern Cal. I don't care about any of that. I think Lane Kiffin is one of the best coaches in the country right now, despite the fact he hasn't won anything. But Lane Kiffin's comments about Clemson and the ACC as a whole in the past couple of years has sparked my interest, to say the least. He even said before this season started this year that he talked to another SEC coach who goes unnamed. I tend to believe it probably Kirby Smart. I don't know who it was. It was somebody Clemson played last year in the playoffs. I mean, not in the playoffs, in the regular season. And they said to him, if it were up to us, we'd play Clemson every week. They're soft. Now, that might be true. But Lane, I know you're watching because you're addicted to the internet. You're the biggest internet whore coach in the entire history of college football. So I know you're watching. I know you see the videos I posted about you the last 2 times I posted videos about you. Because you're addicted to yourself. You're a narcissist. You're a rich narcissist, but you're a narcissist. Lane, if you were lucky to live long enough and coach long enough in college football to achieve 1/4 of what Dabo Swinney's achieved, you'll be in the Hall of Fame in your own mind. That's what you'll be. The Hall of Fame of your own mind. You'll get your wish too. You get to play Clemson week 1 of next year in your own home stadium. Well, I say your own home stadium. You don't have a home stadium. You're a world traveler, aren't you? You've been everywhere. You've been everywhere, and guess what else you've been? Nowhere. That's where you've been. Guess where Dabo Swinney's been? To the top of the fucking mountain. Twice. Against who? Both times against your beloved Nick Saban, Alabama Crimson Tide teams. That's where he's been. And that's why you can't stand Clemson. Let's be real here. It ain't about Clemson. It ain't about the ACC. It's about you getting your fucking feelings hurt that your daddy, Nick Saban, has got brought to the fucking woodshed not once, but twice by Clemson and Dabo Swinney. Dabo Swinney is your fucking daddy, son. You understand me? That's what he is. And he always will be. Dabo's a young man. Dabo's what, 54? I think he just had a birthday. He's what, 55 years old? He's only a couple of years older than your dumbass. And he's accomplished more than you'll ever accomplish. Period. End of story. Why is Clemson constantly on Lane Kiffin's mind? It's fucking weird. You jealous? Are you jealous of Dabo? Little Dabo William Swinney? Jealous of him? Somebody get this guy a goddamn Kleenex. That's what you fucking need, is a Kleenex. What a joke. You went and fired one of the most unlikable coaches in all of college football, and Brian Kelly. And you went and hired the second most unlikable coach in all of college football, Lane Kiffin. The only difference is Brian Kelly's actually won shit. You ain't won shit. Have you, boy? Nah, you haven't. And you ain't gonna win shit at LSU either. Overpaid, overhyped, over-congratulated, patting himself on the back fucking constantly for absolutely no reason at all. Congratulations, you won 11 games one time. How many times has Dabo done that? Like 10? You are the flea on the ass of Dabo Swinney is what you are. And LSU is the flea on the ass of Clemson. And it's going to be an epic beatdown in the fake Death Valley next year. Yeah, we'll get you back. We'll get you back. You got us this time in Clemson's worst season in 15 years. You got us this time, barely. But that game next year, when Dabo Swinney looks you in your fucking beady little bitch eyes and takes you to the woodshed, what the fuck you going to say then? What you going to say then, Lane? Huh? You want to play Clemson every week? Bitch? Fuck you.